Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Friday, February 4th. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. It's early in the morning. Early in the morning. I don't expect many people in here. I'm starting a little early today. I had a bright idea. Well, bright. I'm going to work on this cover a little. I had a thought. I was watching Rosemary last night. Let me get in here to my live stream so that when folks come in, I can welcome them. It is early this morning. I do not expect a lot of people in here right at the beginning because I'm coming on earlier than I usually do. I went hunting for my dies thinking that I was going to check out to see if I had that steampunk die, and the case I pulled out did not have my dies on it, so I'm going to have to locate those today. But I found these bottle caps, and I think I'm going to use these instead of the little gears that Rosemary put on her cover, because they're round enough and they look like a gear. I think I ordered these online. I'm not sure exactly where I got these. I've had them for a while. Look, there's a locket. Oh, look, there's a lock. Maybe I got these in Happy Mail. Somebody sent these to me? I don't know. Ooh, there's a butterfly too. Ooh, how cool. I think somebody sent these to me. And I found, when I was working on my gold book, Asa's up. Good morning, Asa. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to morning over in the States. I think, are you from Sweden, Asa? I forgot the international people. It is an early morning for them. This says January. I carved that. I put it on like this. That's an old label. Huh. Interesting. I found these gold coins. These are not chocolate, they're coins. I'm going to put the gold coins in my gold book. I was working on the gold book yesterday, and somebody mentioned these gold coins. You can get them at Dollar Tree. And I thought, well, these are for St. Patrick's Day. I've had these for a while. So those are going to go in my gold book, and I found these. I painted these tabs. This one happens to be gold here, so maybe those will go in there. And then I had this. I don't know. I don't think there are gears in here. This is for the bottle caps. These are cool. I might make some that I don't put on the cover. And I found this old broken earbud, and I thought that might be fun to put on there too. And Rosemary sent. I'm going to do Rosemary cover. I love what she did with her cover. Yes, it is 11 o'clock and she's going to have lunch pretty soon. Wow, I love the international folks coming in. Love the international folks. These are fussy cuts that I cut up that vintage book, a decorator book, a home decor book. And I got different things, like these old trunks. These are cool. And I made fussy cuts out of them. I'm not going to use those today. I just brought them in from the other room. But what I did fussy cut, or started to fussy cut, was these. And then I thought, I started fussy cutting all these little hinges, and I thought, I'll bet I can take this book apart And I did, and I got all these insertable papers that I can insert into the signature. So I'll be working on that. But, let's see. Well, let me see. I went hunting this morning. I found all sorts of stuff. These are old playing cards. They were cards, and I cut hearts out of them. Friends are forever. These are little playing card hearts. Well, some of them aren't not hearts. Most of them are hearts. This one says, this is a club. A full bag is a sign of a full life. It's got little saying on the back of it. So I might throw a couple of those into Becky. These were playing cards. A deck of cards. And I cut the proud to not follow the crowd. So I made hearts and diamonds and spades. I think I got some spades. Here's a spade. I just found this in my, see, they were playing cards. Well, look, I got more here. Here, I'll show you the deck. It looks like that. Oh, and then I saved all the scrunchies in here, all the little pieces that look like this, that have the little cutout in them. How interesting. I forgot I even did that. This is a fussy cut of some sort. An elephant. Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. That was a song. I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I hate to get up. I actually love to get up in the morning. Oh, let's see who's in here. Rhonda's up. Good morning, Rhonda. Hi, Kitty Jen. Good morning. How are you all this morning? I started early this morning. I've been going through all my stuff, and I have a Happy Mail to share. Where is it? Here. I got a card from Ann Lar. I don't know what this is. I'll have to check it out. Hold on. I got a card from Ann Lar. Well, I was looking for my palette knife. Come on, Meri, it was here. Here it is. My letter opener here. Let's open the card from Ann Lar. Good morning, everybody. Are you still coming on tonight? Yeah, I'll probably take a nap this afternoon. Carol comes on at 8. So I'll probably watch Carol, and then I'll probably take a nap. I do sleep okay during the day. Yeah, and I come on at 7:30 tonight. Oh, she sent me a card. Look at that. Look at that. She was making cards one day. Oh, Anne, this is cool. And she sent me, she said, oh, she wrote in white. Dear Meri, here's a fabric patch. Oh, I'm going to have to send her. I saved some of my, whoops, I knocked something off on the floor. I'll have to send her something back here. And I'll say, and here's one for you. I'll cut it down a little. Aw, thank you, Anne. Aw. Thank you, thank you. A fabric patch. Oh, I love this card. And she wrote in white. Dear Meri, here is my fabric patch. I'm going to send her one. I have to get Becky's out in the mail. Yeah, Meri's slow. Meri's slow. I will get it out though. I do want to get it out. It's been cold here. My brother went to the post office yesterday and he brought back that envelope and he said, "It's cold out there." And I'm going, "Thank you for going to the post office for me." All right, we are going to work on this. Where did I have it? Right here. We are going to work on this cover a little. I had this bright idea because what I was going to do was put tape here on the edge. I don't like that. So I was watching Rosemary and I'm going, I really can't do her technique on the cover of my book. So what I'm going to do, I put Yes Paste in here so you can see how Yes Paste glues down. Oh man, now I can't get it open. Let's see if I can open this up a little. I want to open it up. Well, it's not going to work. Oh, maybe it will. Maybe I can get it started here. I put Yes Paste in here, and maybe I should start from the other side. Let's start from the back, maybe. I want to rip this cover off. If I rip on this one, I don't care so much. Meri, you're ripping it off? I am. I'm going to. See, I can't paint this without sanding it down because this is clear coat. This has got a plastic coating on it. I'm going to take this off. It's not working like I thought it would work. So I'm just going to rip it off this way. See, here's the, let me show you guys. Here, I think maybe you can see it. See, it's got plastic on the top of it. They didn't varnish it. They covered it with a thin layer of plastic there. And when you try to paint on that, sanding it would not be the best idea. Because, have you ever tried to sand a sheet of plastic? See, it's plastic. And the paint will just peel off of it. I don't know, you might try indoor, outdoor paint, but generally on something like this, you take the cover off. And I don't want to ruin this, but if I do, if it ruins it, it ruins it on the front. I was hoping to get this off in one piece. Now, let's continue, because I want to paint this black. I want to do Rosemary's technique on the cover of my journal. So I'm just ripping this off. And I was looking for my dies. I can't find them. I mean, I couldn't. I was looking at them at 10 minutes before I started here. They're here someplace. The box I reached for that I thought was them is not them. I got Yes Paste on my knife here. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Clint. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. And who else is in here? Rhonda. And Asa. Asa was my first one in here, and Kimberly was following her. Good morning, Kimberly. I didn't think I'd have many in here because I started a half an hour early. Well, this is down there all right. This is down here better than I thought it was. If I can get a hold of it. I wonder what would happen if I hit that with the heat gun. I wonder, because it's plastic. Let's see if it'll melt that. Yes, it will. Starting to load it. Get my knife pot. Boy, they put this on good. This book would survive a house fire, I think. Huh. Very interesting. Penelope, I'm going to have to move you. I think this book would survive a house fire. Boy, that's on there good. I can't get it off. I'm thinking if I can get under it. There. See, it's just a plastic coating there. Yeah. And I didn't. Because I won't be able to paint over this. Yeah, that's what's going. This is what's going to happen to the front cover too. But I want to do Rosemary's technique on here. Yeah. I'm getting out the utility knife. They were talking about Meri using the utility knife in Rosemary's stream last night. She gets out that knife. It gets dangerous in there. I got my hands way away from it. I'm cutting away from me. I'm hoping I can, because this will all be painted and covered with, this is what I wanted to do. This will be painted and covered with that gold foil painted, and I wanted to use my this is what I wanted to do originally. Get under here and tear this. Save those spoons. There. Meri's messing up the cover on her book. Yeah. I'm glad I started on the back here. It's going to become a whole different, it's going to become like Rosemary's. I'm going to put Penelope over here on my desk. I did order that Steampunk texture plate because I don't think I have it. I don't think I have the texture plate. I was going to get out I have my dies in a little case, and I pulled out the wrong case this morning. Let's see if I can get under this. I might have to cut this again. It'll all be painted. Never fear. That sticks to me. This is what I wanted to do. We're going to do Rosemary's technique on here. This will just be texture. Meri, what are you doing? I'm tearing apart the cover of this book. Now, I want to cut this neat. Boy, they really glued this cover down. I'm surprised. They did a good job on this. This is Rosemary's fault. We'll blame Rosemary. We'll blame Rosemary. This is what I wanted to do originally. And I think I can do a better job on the front now that I know what I'm doing. Get the front cover off all in one piece. Or save the images. Come at it like this. Whoops. I want to do Rosemary's technique. Mary's destroying the book. I'm making an art journal. Shh. Don't say anything. I'm making an art journal. I'm going to make a steampunk Kaboodle cover. I wish I knew where my dies were. I don't think I have that one anyway, but I have the typewriter ones. I know I have the typewriter ones. I'll have to find them. I don't want to go looking for them now. This book originally cost $16. Was the suggested price on this. All right, let's see if I can do a better job on the front cover. This is kind of where I started up in here, not knowing. Kind of. But that's okay because it's going to become a steampunk cover like Rosemary's. I'll probably have to sand that a little. Okay for now. It's got smoother down here when I figured it out. It's all Rosemary's fault. She inspired me. She inspired me. This can be tossed. Universal language of learning. Van Gogh and light. I don't know what that was. I ripped it. Titanic. We'll save the spoons and the gears. And what's over here? Electricity. I don't know if I can do much with that. All right. Oops. I threw my trash bag out yesterday. I've got to get me a new trash bag. We'll use a dollar store bag here. All right, let's see if I can do a better job with this. What I did was cut it. So let's see if I can't just make a cut here, maybe here. And get under it with my, maybe that's not such a good place to cut it. Let's do it over here. Wants to stick to my fingers, it's got static on it. I could get it off my fingers, honestly. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning, Rhonda. Yeah, that project of Rosemary's looks really fun to do, doesn't it? I'll have to sand this down a little here. But I was thinking I would do Rosemary's technique on the inside fly pages. I bent this. See, these are the inside pages of this book, which has light bulbs on. This is light bulb and old light bulb or some sort of a gear or something in there. But I didn't want to paint this out. I like it. And this one I folded trying to get the cover. Maybe I can press that out a little. So I'm going to see if I can't get this piece off a little bit better. Maybe I'll cut it right here. See if I can't get this off in one piece. Yeah, I'm going to do Rosemary's technique. If I can get under it here. Might have to cut it a little deeper. Keep your hands away from the knife, Meri. I do keep my fingers away from the knife when I cut. See, look, this is just a plastic. It's plastic coating on this, and it's not a painted on. It's heat pressed on or something. I don't know what they did to get it on there, and it sticks to my fingers. Let's see if I can't get under this. There. And I want to lift it up as one sheet. See if I can't save these images. Oh, you learn how to deconstruct a book when you art journal. Let's see, I made a cut here. Let's see if I can get this up in one piece. See, I'm tearing the cardboard a little, but that's what I want to do. I want the image. I want the image. See if I can't rescue it. The back I didn't care about so much. But the front I wanted to save. Whoops. I did it! Yay! Oh, yay. So now let's get these edges off here if I can. And then I'll paint this black cover, or this cover black. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do to the front. I don't know if I want to wait for my die cut. Not the die cut, the texture plate. I don't know if I want to wait for it. I might try something else. I don't want to wait 3 weeks for it to come in. I don't know when it's supposed to come in. I'd have to check again. We can save the word books. Yeah, it looks pretty destroyed right now, but just wait. Just you wait. That just says Kindersley. Yeah. Oh, I took my scissors out in the other room. My smaller scissors. Where's my... Well, Right now it's pretty much a let's get this strip off. That's my palette knife. Oh, I was going to trim this off. If and I can. A little. Oh. These palette knives come in handy, these metal ones. Boy, do I like them. I use my palette knife for all sorts of things. There's nothing on that. All right. While I have this blade out, I'm going to snap it. And all you do is take your pliers, you get a hold of it. I might have to bring this down one. Get a hold of it and snap it like that. And if you hold on to that entire blade with your plier, you want to hold on to all of it. It should not fly. And of course you want to throw that away so you don't step on it or cut yourself with it. Oh, one of my China clusters, Asian clusters. All right. So now, let's see if I can find some sandpaper. I had some out. Goodness knows. Goodness knows. And I'm going to try. I noticed I've got a mute on this phone. I'm going to mute while I'm sanding. Whoops, where did that go? I thought I had it. Yeah, I do. I can mute the microphone, so let me do that right now. Okay, I should have sound again. Do you guys hear me? And what I did is I took that front image and back image off of my Steampunk book, and it's, oh, wow. Okay, and then I sanded it, and I was able to save the front cover, which I'm very happy about. So now I want to paint it. I want to paint it, and I think I'll put some waxed paper. I thought I had some out here. Of course, it gets covered up under here to save this. And Rosemary painted hers black. Now she also put die cut on here. Not a die cut, a texture fade, a steampunk one. But I don't think I have. You know what I do have are these. Let's open these up. These I painted a long time ago. And they're not gear shaped. So I could paint this black. Some of these stuck together. I could paint these. Oh, and then I could just put these on as background. I think I like, at least on the front. I don't know if I have enough to do all of them. Let's see, let's put it this way. Maybe. Oh, I have quite a few. This needs to be cut. I painted these a long, long time ago. Playing. I was just playing. So while mine won't have gears on them, I think I like that. And by the time I put other stuff on here, this will give it a texture. Like so. I kind of like that. And I think I have enough for the back. If I'm careful. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And then when I get my texture plate in, I'll do something on the inside. This is 2 sheets here. That's just 1 sheet. So you might just locate you sometimes you can find these at the thrift store, but you can always get them at office supply stores too. And I just grunged them up. Perfect colors. I did this a long time ago, and then I didn't like it because I couldn't get the little things off nice. And so I just left them in the package. And here I'm using them. Thank you, Kimberly and Rhonda, for handling the bot for me. Let me come out and chat here a little. Hold the phone. Oh, I ran over my cord here. Let me take the cord off. Let me come out and chat a little. Let me come out and chat. I got involved in... Yeah, I muted it. Jen says, I'm shocked you got that all off in one piece. Well, the back I didn't. Clint said, did you add my mom on Facebook? I can't remember. I don't know, Clint. I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else. 375 pages. What are you talking about, Rhonda? Let's go way up here. Randy Rabbit is in here. Good morning, Randy. What's a Kaboodle? A Kaboodle is a kit that Rosemary Morris sells, if you're listening, Rhonda. She sells these kits, and she does them in different themes. Let me get the steampunk one out since I'm working on it here. Like I'm doing the Mexican one and the Asian one. Here's what she sent, and this is just the kit. She says kit only on this one. Is this it? Yeah. Let me open it up. Oops. And she does a themed kind of art journal, and she calls them Kaboodles. She's done the first Kaboodle I got from her was a fabric sewing one, and I'm still working on that. And she's done an Indian one, a Native American Indian, and a I want to say starburst, a galaxy cut type thing. She did a white owl on it. I can't think of the right name for it right now. But if you go to Rosemary Morris, the Rusty Peacock on YouTube, you'll see she does all these. She sells them as kits, and then she works on them. And she's working on her channel, and you can work along with her. Look, this is textured wallpaper. That would look nice on the front, too. Ooh. But she sells different things. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this medicine dropper. And there's a little tube thing in here. I'm going to watch and see what she does. I wonder what she's going to do with the magnifying glass. So maybe I'm glad that here's some doohickeys, clamps and clips, and a little, some of this could go on the front. And then what she did, I'm glad I got this out because I'm going to paint these. She paints these, and then she makes a system of gears out of them, or pipes for her cover. And that's what I want to do on here. I'm going to keep, some of this I think I'll put on the front. Here's her gears. And instead of well, she sent these round ones. But I got those bottle caps. And she just sends different things to use. Here's some ledger paper. We'll put this ledger paper in my... Oh, it's just one sheet. No, we'll put this in the... I haven't bound it yet. We'll put it inside. And then she sends images to use in there. So just all sorts of things to build the kit. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. She might have just sent it to put something in and to drop things down with. But that's what a Kaboodle is. Who asked? I think it was Randy who asked. But I'm not ready for this except for the straws. And yeah, I'll keep that out. I don't know if I'm going to put that on the cover or on a page. I'll have to decide when I get there. Let me put that over here. Okay, let's look at some more chat. Rondi Rhonda Lee says it's 2:30 a.m. where she's at. She must be west of me in California, Pacific time. It's 5 o'clock here now, so it would be 3 o'clock. Go back to bed, Rhonda. Janet Nash is here. Good morning, Janet, if you're out there listening in. Laura Kai. Hi, Laura. Rhonda says, Janet, I love the winter time because it's usually time for me to art, but it's not working out very well this year. That's okay. No complaints, though, she says. Jen says, Rhonda says, Jen, I hope you're doing well. It's sad when somebody's suffering. I'll send a prayer for Jen's son, Rhonda says. Janet Nash says, Rhonda, sometimes I just pop in to Ann's just to say to hi, everybody. So welcoming. Hope that you are getting time for yourself, too. Yeah, Janet Nash pops in to say hi. And here we're just greeting everybody up at the top. Did Ann pop in? I see Kimberly waving to Clint. Rhonda said, good morning, Ann. Ann, are you out there? Asa, Kitty Jen. I don't see Ann. Is Ann out there? Did I miss Ann? Oh, wait. There she is. Good morning, Ann. It's early. I'm just laying in bed, she says, watching with one eye opened. Aw. Good morning, Jill. Jill popped in. She says, it's better on my phone because I don't use my building's internet. But when I use my tablet and pad, I use the building internet. Randy, you can find cheap books to take apart at resale stores, Rhonda says, sometimes at your library. Yeah, you have to find a book to use. All right. Good morning to everybody. It's early. I'm surprised I've got you all in here. Our international people, it's midday for them. They're 6 hours ahead of me. All right, I was taking these apart. I think I have enough to do both sides. So we're going to paint it black next. I don't have enough room to set stuff aside. I put some wax paper under there, but I think I'm going to have to put some more. I cleaned off my cart over here so I could set up my laptop. And my cart is just piled high again. It's just piled high again. I think that's the last of my wax paper. We'll put that in the craft closet. I got another box. Never fear, there's another box here. Let's put my scissors away. I took my other scissors out in the other room. My white ones. Yeah, I was watching Rosemary last night and I said I've got to do that. I liked this. This was the cover. I like it, but it's not grungy enough for me. So we're going to put this in here and this one here. Now we're going to paint our cover black. And I was laughing because Rosemary said, you don't need expensive paint. Go get the cheap paint. And let's see. I have some from the dollar store I'm going to use. I'm going to use it up, and this is a good a good use for it. Find my towels. Where are my towels? Yeah. Hold the phone. Where did I put? There they are. Let's grab a couple towels. Keep them handy in case I need them again. Let me have a sip of tea. Sitting here staring at me. All right. I do not like a wet paintbrush. And I don't like a stiff one. Let's see. Let's just ruin a new brush, shall we? No. Let's use this one. Both of these brushes are kind of nice. Maybe I'll keep this one. I buy the cheap ones because I mess them up real fast. And this is, like I said, this is cheap paint. This is dollar store paint. It globs out of there. Oh, it looks better already, Meri. I felt bad for Anne yesterday. I was listening to Rosemary, and Anne said, I have everything I need. And Rosemary said, if Meri does it, Anne's got to do it. And I'm going, that's really not true. It's really, if Anne does it, Meri's doing it. I felt bad for Anne. I thought, no, it's like if Rosemary does it, Meri's got to do it. Or if Anne does it, Anne does a lot of creative things. Far surpasses me. Her doll book is awesome. So Anne, what Rosemary said, I like Rosemary, but that's not necessarily true. I felt bad for you when she said that because I'm going, no, Rosemary. You got that wrong. I'm going to put tape on this, so I'm just going to put a paint line down in here. I got some of that gaffer tape that Ann Lars sent me, but it's in the craft room too. I know what box it's in. Well, I got it inventoried. Let's put it that way. I'd have to look up the box number. See all that glob of paint that I put on there? It covered this whole thing. I didn't have to put any more on. And Rosemary is right. You don't, to do something like this for us, if you were selling it, you might want to use a nicer paint. But this is all going to go in the background anyway. And you don't have to go buying expensive paint to do something like this. This is dollar store paint. I paid $1 for it. I got it before the prices changed. All right, and I got those book corners I'm going to put on here. I'm going to put book corners on mine. So I'm going to leave my brush out. And the other thing they were saying was, Popo would say, heat gun alert! Heat gun alert! I could mute this, but I don't want to jump up, so you guys are going to have to listen to it. Let me scroll down to the bottom here. Jill says, I do like to consider myself artsy. Well, Jill, here's the thing. If you enjoy doing art, it really does not matter what the outcome is, even for me. Like when I do my faces, very seldom, unless I do them 100 times, do they actually look like the person that I'm doing. They kind of look like them, but you know, I'm not so good of a portrait artist that I get an exact likeness every time. But I enjoy doing it. And that's, in today's world, with all the photography and everything else going on, if you enjoy it, that's what it's about. And you know what? One of my university teachers said that too. One of my university art teachers is saying too that in today's world, it's not about becoming a master artist like Michelangelo or Rembrandt or something like that. They didn't have photography. We've got photography. It's about expressing yourself and enjoying the experience of doing it. So you are artsy, Jill. And I think you color a lot. I don't color. So do what you enjoy. I don't do a lot of woodworking. I don't quilt. There's a lot of things I don't do. Let me get this dry, and I'll turn it over. Hi, Popo! Popo's listening at work. Popo, I ripped the cover off of this. I watched Rosemary last night, and I said, oh, I've got to do my cover like that. So this morning I ripped my cover off, and I'll use that inside. I ordered it, but I'm too impatient to wait for that texture plate to come. I ordered it last night after. I should have ordered it from giving Rosemary credit. I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if Rosemary has a. Does she has her Etsy shop, but she doesn't have a Amazon link to where if you order something, she gets credit. Does she have that? I don't know. I never looked. But I went, after I watched Rosemary, I said, oh, I have to have it. I have to have it. I've got to do my journal that way. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the Rosemary thing here. All right, is this dry enough to turn over? Might be a little wet on the sides yet. Let me flip my book over. And don't worry about this. I'm going to be putting tape in there. And we're going to paint this side. This side's a little more rough. Even when I sanded it, it's a little rough. We'll wipe off some of this. This was the back, I think. This is where I was figuring out how to do it. Now let's put some paint. It's clogging up in there. I don't know if I can get that out without. Oh, there we go. Put some globs of paint on here. That should be enough. And I have wax paper in here. Yeah, I watched Rosemary work on her cover last night, and I was sold. I loved what she did. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I changed my whole technique of doing this. I said, I got to do what Rosemary did. Oh, this is pretty thick. On here, pretty thick. We're going to paint the sides. And the paint on my brushes. I leave my brushes in the water. That's not good. The paint peels off of them. What did I do with it? It's here. It's not good to leave your brushes in the water. This is really thick. I think I can take some of it off. Yeah, let's do it up here. Got enough to paint my whole desktop. I have to say, this has got pretty good coverage, this paint. Yeah, hold the phone. Let me get all this. That isn't working. Got too much paint on here. Way too much. Good thing it dries fast. All right, I think I'm good now. I got wax paper on here, so I'm good with the sides. Okie dokie. And get as much as I can off my brush. Put it in the water. All right, heat gun alert again. Popo. Popo's at work. Gosh, this is Central Time and you're at work. You must work from home. You must work from home. Because it's 5 o'clock your Central Time. It's 5 o'clock. She's at work at 5 o'clock in the morning. Get up and get it done, huh? I wonder, do you put in a, if she's listening, I wonder if Popo puts in an 8-hour day or a 24-hour day at work. That's the one disadvantage of working at home. It would be tempting to work a 12 or 13-hour day. Of course, if you have a family, it may not be as tempting. It might be hard to get a 4-hour day in if you have a family working at home. I don't know. I'm single. I always wanted to be able to work at home programming. Nope, couldn't do it. They only let the bigwigs work at home back in the day. I think the COVID, for those people who like to work at home and enjoy, not everybody likes it. I think I would have enjoyed it. I didn't care for all the office politics going on. Office politics were not my thing. I did not like the office, the political environment. But I enjoyed my job. I liked the work. I didn't especially like some of the people. So this is just all background here. This is all background. Now, I was going to put foil on this, but now that I've found those dots, I might mix the foil idea and do it on a page someplace in my journal. It's almost dry. My hands are, ignore these, pretty dry. Little damp in there, damp around the edges. I'm going to put the book corners on the edge. So I'm not too concerned about how the corners look. On my fingers. All right, let's see what I have here. What kind of a mess do you have, Meri? I'm going to throw it away because it's messy. All right. It's okay if it's a little messy. Yes. Even though I dried it, it's still a little wet. Okay, this is all going to be background. Let's flip it over this way and see what the edges are like over here. They're pretty dry. These didn't get painted. I'll go back and paint them. All righty. Save my towel. Let me wash the glue off my fingers. Now she said, ew. Ew. My hands get dry. I have to use lotion on them after I get done. Oh. Get a another towel out here. What did you do this morning? I watched Meri wash her hands, or try to anyway. Give it a good cleaning with lava soap. Let's look at chat. Angie was here. She says, be right back. Today's my my great nephew's birthday. Aww. Happy birthday to your great nephew, Angie. Popo says 24 hours a day at home, 10 hours on site, never ending. Everybody wants paint. Everybody wants paint. All right, so what I'm going to do next is glue these on. Glue these on. I think I put them this way. Now, don't be concerned about this because Ann Lars sent me some gaffer tape several months ago. One of the first Happy Meals she sent me was gaffer tape. And gaffer tape is a cloth tape. They use it a lot in bookbinding. And I'm going to put a piece of gaffer tape down here. So don't be concerned about that. And after I get these on, I might go over this with some more paint because there's a lot of white peeking out on some of these, which is okay. But I want it to look more like Rosemary's. And I don't have the steampunky thing here. I ordered it. Let's cut this. Hold it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let's cut the edge here. Carol McDonald's going to come on at 8 o'clock. Let's see. I think I'm going to put them like this, though. And I'll have to cut a little of this off. 8 o'clock Central, 9 Eastern. And, you know, she's doing all that beautiful stitchery. I don't know if that's what she's going to do today. You know, by the time I paint this, put a coat of paint on these, and paint my straws, and maybe I'll put some other chipboard type things in here, it's going to look steampunky. It's going to look steampunky. See, when I painted these, I was more concerned that I got paint on each little round dot rather than on the background. On here, I'm going to give this, where it's white, I'm going to give it a coat of paint. And so I needed 6 to do the cover. Four, 5, 6 to do the cover. I think I got 6 here. Oh yeah, I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've got plenty to do the back. So I'm going to glue these down, and then I'm going to put maybe some teal and rosemary colors on here. I don't have teal, but I've got a Bimini blue, which is kind of a teal-like color. And some dark blues, and yeah. All right, so And we got to paint our straws. So I'm not done with the paint. And here's my palette knife. All right, so that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it one at a time, though. And the book actually comes to here. I'll cut the little scrappy off of it. I'm going to start up here. And I'm going to do the S paste. Hi, Topaz Pearl Girl. Good morning. Good morning. Rhonda dropped a link to Carol's channel. Thank you, Rhonda. You guys are good mods. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I probably use more yes than I need, because you don't need a very thick layer, but I don't know. I put it on thicker than what I probably need to. All right. We want it to come clear up to the top and over to the side. And I got some there. And let's do this. No, shall we go down this way first? Get it out from underneath the rim of my jar here. Use that stuff up before it dries out on me. Don't need it all. Whoops, I wanted to use this. So I like this palette knife because I can get right under the rim there. Use up that glue that's hiding underneath of the rim of the jar. Get the corners good and the edges. And like I said, I probably put more on here than it's necessary, but this one can come up. You can reposition this with the Yes paste as long as it hasn't cured yet. My little cracks aren't going to matter that much anyway because there's going to be stuff on top of this. Now let's do the sides here. There. And I will have enough. This needs to be trimmed a little. Put that up at the top. And that one in there. Oh, I'm loving it. Since I don't have the, like I said, I ordered them because you can use them. You can use those texture fades on the inside too. Inside pages. What's this? I learn a lot from Rosemary. I still want to do her Egyptian one where she gilded. I also ordered some gilding paste. Some gilding. It's not the most expensive stuff, but I have some foil pieces I was working with the other day. And I thought, well, I can use them. But Rosemary uses the professional, I think she did, of the gilding. She sent some, but, you know, Meri, she probably used that up before you even sneeze. Well, she said it was, I didn't order the flat, well, I ordered the, not the, Rosemary sent enough flakes, but I ordered some of the cheapy stuff to play with. I was playing with it the other day. Sizzix foil flakes. Yes! Yes! And you see, by the time I get the other stuff on there, and the gears and the, see, these open up real wide and you can turn them and cut them and make pipes of all shapes. You've got to paint them first. You need to open them up before you paint them. Otherwise, and I have straws that open up, but they don't open up this wide. These are nice. Mine just open up a little bit. Whoops, that's a pencil. This is plenty. I'm only going to do it on the front cover. the gear, the pipes. We'll be painting those in a little bit. Woohoo! Rosemary, rosemary, rosemary. Hopefully those stay up there. All right, so I'm going to flip this over. And we're going to do the back side. But maybe I'll put a piece of... Now, what did I do with it? Waxy paper. Where did I put it? Did I put it there? I did. I use this stuff like crazy, but it's not, I think it's expensive over across the ocean, across the water, but it's not expensive here. And I use it like crazy. All right. So this time we're going to go this way. Oops, those are torn. I won't use those. Use what you have. Yep. And then I got 2 left over, 2 and a torn one. Where am I gonna put them so they don't fall? Okay. Hi, Lala. Good morning, Lala. Julie's here. Carol's here. Good morning. Carol comes on at 8 Central, 9 Eastern this morning. I'll be off. I'm going to get off at 8. I wanted to do, I was watching Rosemary. I went back and watched her video, her first video. I zipped through it. And then I watched her last night. Get that off my finger. Randy is here. Lala's here. Jill is here. Topaz Pearl Girl is here. Mitzi! There's Mitzi and Kimberly. And did I see a good morning, Julie? Did Julie pop in? And Brenda D. Good morning, Brenda D. Rhonda says, oh, Julie, I'm happy that you can stay home today. I've been in so many car accidents. One just about took me out. Oh, Rhonda, really? Ooh. Rhonda, yesterday should have been one too, but wasn't. I'm a white knuckle driver in bad weather. Kimberly's waving to Brenda. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Rhonda says, Julie, I want a snow day. Happy you had one, though. This is where Topaz says, hey, dear Meri, happy fabulous Friday to you. Happy fabulous Friday to you, too, Julie. Randy says, I want that tape for journals and a quick binding methods. Yeah, it's called gaffer tape, G-A-F-F-E-R. And you can get other tape, like the duct tape, the double-sided duct tape works good. Now, I got sidetracked here. The double-sided duct tape, carpet tape works good. But I like the textured kind, you know, like when you rip off the release paper, when it looks like duct tape, you know, it's kind of textured in there. I like that. And the last I bought was more like, it was smooth like the vinyl tape. And I was not happy because I thought it said carpet tape on there. But it didn't. Usually the vinyl stuff says it's for the vinyl. This said carpet tape on it. I was very unhappy. And I bought 2 rows of it. I don't know. I don't think I've opened the other row, though. I might be able to, if I can, exchange it, but I don't know. You can't really tell. I'll have to read the packaging a little better. Now, that's a lot of glue, Mary. It's not coming off. I have to see if it said they changed it on these, at least. I don't know if they just packaged it wrong, but I like my carpet tape to have that texture on it, like a duct tape does. All right. That's the bottom of this. I thought it was my... So good morning to all you early birds out there. Good morning to all the early birds. Push that up a little more, if I can. Let me go back down to the bottom. Lala's here. Lovely's channel. Did Jacqueline come in? Good morning, Jacqueline. I missed where she came in. Maybe she didn't. Maybe she was just showing her channel. Lovely Crafting Lodge. She usually comes in the morning. But it's early. I want to thank you all for those of you who signed up to the Fib Diggity Facebook page. We're almost there. We're not quite to 125. I'm going to cut it off at 125, at least temporarily. I might, depending on how many requests we get after I say no more, we'll just stop accepting them. I'm not going to put a... But if we get more requests, you know, well, I don't think it'll grow much bigger. It will grow eventually over the years if I don't cut it off. But I think we're through our initial growth spurt on the Fib Diggity Atelier page on Facebook. I don't want the group to be so big that I don't get to know folks who come in. And if you come in, please feel free to join into the chat. This might be going a little crooked here. Let's take this up and pull it over. Let's take this one up too. You can reposition on this. I'm going to put a little more glue on it. It's still tacky, sticky. I was going crooked. I want this to match up over here. Maybe my book is crooked. I'm going to put tape here anyway. All right, let's get this down. Come on, get in there. Now, oh, I pulled a round dot off. I'll probably have to seal this, or they'll eventually come off. Maybe we'll do that next. Well, I have to paint it. Paint the white. And then seal it. Get that done this morning. Honey, I'm so happy Rosemary sent some ledger papers. I thought I was going to have to go hunting for my ledger pages. I wanted to put some ledger pages in here. And Rosemary sent some. Yay! I ordered some from Keisha, but they went in my Oaxaca journal. Alrighty. Get working, Meri. I'm working as fast as I can. It's like tiling a floor, almost. I've never tiled a floor. All right, let's do this up at the top here. Get that paint off of the side and underneath of the, not the paint, the glue. It gets a little tacky up there. Let's put it this way. Yeah, these are those Avery page protector, hole protector things. And I painted them a long time ago, and then I didn't like them. But I see I'm going to have to varnish this, put a clear coat on this, because they'll eventually peel off. And I don't want that to happen. So I'll do that this morning too. And I probably use more Yes paste than I need, but I don't know. I figure I have it and I feel like it's more secure. It's probably not, but I just feel that way. Oh. There we go. I'll put some S on that. Yes, yes, we have no tomatoes. Is that how that goes? Yes, we have no tomatoes. All right. So I think I'm temporarily done with my Yes paste. And so now we're going to trim this thing down a little. Trim these edges off. I'm getting out the utility knife. Fair warning for those of you who cringe when I use the utility knife. And I'll have some little stickers left. Strips of stickers. I might have to put, well, I'm going to seal that though. I don't know when Popo sleeps. She works 24 hours a day. People want paint, she says. People have to have their paint. I might have to sand that down again. A little uneven here. Okay, let's do this side. I love these fly pages. Open it up here. I love these, yay! These were not put on even, so they'll only be half circles. I got paint smeared there. There we go. We've got some for ATCs or whatever that I do in there. I'm loving it. I am loving it. See, and I've got a pretty wide spine, so I can handle all that dimensional stuff. So now she said, I want to paint some of that white area. Some teals and greens. I think she used black, teal, and bronze. And I don't have a good teal, but I have Bimini blue, which is a teal-like color. I have to find it. And I have a metallic blue. That might be pretty. Let's see, I have a bronze. I have this brushed metal. That's rose gold. Let's see, I have some more here though. I'll find my Bimini blue. This is Bimini blue, which is kind of a teal-like color. Let's see if I got more of a bronze color in that. This is Worn Penny. That'll work. I think I'll use those colors. And a little bit of black. And I threw my wax papers away. Shame on you, Meri. shouldn't have thrown it away so fast. Popo says, I sleep during Rosemary's lives. No, you don't, Popo. I know you better than that. You're there moderating. You are such a good moderator. You acknowledge people that come in, and you welcome them, and you talk to them. Rosemary's lucky to have you, let me tell you. Don't let Rosemary tell you otherwise. She's lucky to have you. There's not a whole lot of Bimini blue left there. Do I have another one? Yes, I've got a bigger one. We'll use out of that just because I'm... Now, and that's the rose gold. We'll put that one back for now. And we'll use the worn penny. We'll use worn penny, blue, and black. I think those are the colors that... and then I'll use what I have on here. I might want more of a darker blue, though. Let's get out a Midnight or Prussian. Let's see what I have. I have a English Navy, which I haven't opened. Let's open it. And of course my desk is warped. I'm going to get a new foam board. I think I did something wet on it. Sprayed water, and when you do that, it warps the foam board. Ooh, that's pretty. And let's do some black. Ooh, that's a lot of black. All right, and I'm going to grab a sponge, an old sponge, an old one here, underneath of everything. Oh, let's get a new one out. Probably be easier to reach for a new one than an old one. Couple of them. Okay. Now she used like a liquid acrylic type. I'm just gonna sponge. And I want to cover the areas that are white, kind of. Let's put some bronze, worn penny, instead of such a bright gold. Oh, I was going to use that navy blue. And as you can tell, that paint, that white, is a plastic coated paper, so I don't know if it's going to take all my paint or not. See how it's wiping off? I might have to put a clear gesso on this and then come back and paint over the gesso because it's wiping off. Look, I can just wipe it off. So she said I had my clear gesso out. Where did I put it? Well, feet by full thumb. I had it out here the other day. It was in the way and I moved it. Oh, did I put it underneath here? Is this it? Clear gesso. We're going to put a clear gesso on this so that I can paint out these white spots. And this will dry pretty fast. I started to use this and I had black marker on here. I had black marker on it and it messed up my piece that I was painting for Rosemary. That's the other brush. and it's got black paint in it. I don't know how much I can get out of it. It doesn't really matter. Wash it out a little bit more. My paint water's dirty. Alrighty. Let's just clear gesso this. And this will dry fast. That will help me paint out the white areas of this. Now, I got an awful lot, don't I? Just learning what you need. I might have to blot that a little. Let me take a little of this off. Well, let's just paint. Let's gesso my paint up here. I got too much on here. Looks like I'm going to have to put some more paste. All right. And it's smeared in here, but I'll take care of that after I get this down. I might have to glue some of the edges a little better. Heat gun alert! Heat gun alert! I could mute, but I have to stand up, mute, and adjust my phone setting. It looks pretty dull to me now, but in order to paint over that plastic of this Avery sheet, I had to gesso it out. I have to glue that down a little more and glue it down a little more there. No, that one might good. I got it wet. That gesso took the shine off. But that's okay, we're going to put more shine on it. A little tacky. Be fun to put some of those foil flakes that I got from Ranger. Sizzix. They're sitting over here. I might do some of those. Let's fix this. Ah! Wet palette knife. Let's glue this down again. And I think this one's going to be okay. All right. I'll be getting this out again, but I like to cover it up, my glue. I don't like to leave it uncovered too long. Whoops. Now I dropped it. Where did it roll off to? Now, good thing that's a paste and not a wet glue. I'd have glue all over my carpet. And that would be absolutely horrible. I suppose if you steam cleaned it, it would come out. Okay, now let's do the... And it should hold the... Now, I messed that up, didn't I? It should hold the paint now. You get too much black on there. More bronze. Worn penny. This is a navy. It's blending right in. Yeah, I should just put the paint right on it. I think Rosemary let hers drip, but I'm gonna sponge mine on. Let's just put it on. Like that. Let's put some worn penny on here. And the black I'll sponge on from over. That worn penny is really a pretty color. It's a metallic color. If I dot it on, it stays brighter. If I swish it in, it blends in and gets a little gray. Let's try some of this. I don't know, I might have to put some more paste on the edge of this too. This dark navy actually looks a little gray to me. It's a gray blue. It's got some gray, some blue with, looks like they tried to mix black with it. And I can see my dots. A lot of the dots have fallen into the background here, but I can see them especially around there. I'm gonna try something here. This might be dangerous. Let's see if I can lift some of this. I don't know how this is gonna work. I kind of like that. Let's do it over here. You. I wish I had the steampunky things with me here now, but I don't, so I'm going to live with what I have. I think I'm going to maybe put a little bit of that blue up in there. Just a little. And let's blot it in there. I'm kind of happy with it. Shall we try the other side? Let's dry it a little. Heat gun alert. Of course, now this is all going to be background. We got the other stuff to put on here. And if I coat this, I want to coat it with something glossy. Otherwise, all my shine will go away. You know, I'm wondering, before I do this, I'm wondering, let's try something. Let's just look at it. Let me get them. I could texture paste some clocks on here. Let's try that. Because I have Julie's texture paste. Well, you know what though? I think I'll do the other side because I got wet paint. I'll do the other side and then I think I'll texture paste some clocks on here. And that will add some steampunk to the book. Let's turn this around. You guys, everything's going to fall here in about 10 minutes. It's like going to have a landslide. Quite a difference. Quite a difference between this side here and this side over here. All right, we're going to turn it around. And do this side. Yeah, I better put a wax paper under this. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Becky. Oh, Becky, did you take your mom? Let's see what Becky's saying. Good morning, Becky. Good morning, Cheryl. Let's see. Let me look at what Becky said. Well, let me... Here, I got things in my hands. Hold the phone. Sponges out here. My hands. Let me see. R is here. Good morning, R. ARH. Cheryl came in. Jill is here. Kimberly's here. I'm looking to where Becky came in. Becky says, I'm trying to make these days fun. Did you come in up above? Popo was peeking in. Popo's at work. Popo's listening in. Well, the first comment I see from Becky says, I'm hoping today goes smoother. Well, let's see. I'm missing you, Becky. Lala Lovely Crafting Lodge is here. Yeah, I'm going to leave the stickers, but I'm going to clear coat this with gesso first. We're going to coat this with gesso, and that'll help the little punches to stay in there. I don't see where Becky first came in. She says she's trying to make today fun. Yeah, I like listening to Popo too. Rosemary, Popo really adds a lot to Rosemary because, you know, they laugh and giggle and visit, and that makes you feel like you're a part. It feels like it's not just somebody talking at you like I do. I'm kind of talking at you while I do all of this. But having Popo there, she's kind of like a liaison between Rosemary's audience and Rosemary. You really make the show, Popo. All right, we were talking about that. Jill wants to make today better. Aunt Beck, she says, good morning, all. Here's where she is. Becky says, good morning, Meri and all. So glad to be here this morning. Yesterday was pretty rough. Oh, Becky, there are going to be some rough days. It depends on how long she's with you. The longer she's with you, the easier it's going to be, I think. Mary's an expert on that, huh? She said she's trying to make these days fun. She's talking about her mother. She's got her mother with her. She says, thanks. My heart is heavy, but I'm trying to leave yesterday's hurt in yesterday. Not sure what we'll do today. I had thought the zoo, but it's raining. Oh. Well, you know, Becky, maybe if you just settle down, and if it's raining, just have a cozy day. Offer her some tea or whatever she likes to drink, and just let her be herself for a while, whatever that's at. Just, you know, maybe she just sit in a recliner. And I think you guys looked at magazines the other day, but even look at more magazines or just relax. Did you get to Joanne's yesterday? And Becky says yes. I'm reading Becky's conversation about her mother. She's on my heart. It would be cool to pull off some of the circles. Some of the circles are you mean like that? Maybe I can do that yet on the other side. I'll try that. That's a good idea. Even after I've painted it, I might be able to pull some off. We'll see. That's a good idea. Who said that? Somebody said it. I lost it. I'm down to the bottom now. Brenda D is here. Oh, Jacqueline said that. Okay. Well, Becky, you and your mother are in our hearts and prayers. Just know that. It's not going to be easy right off the bat. Let's put some clear coat on this. And I got too much the other time. Let's not put so much on this time. And I need a towel. I don't like a wet brush. And I'm putting the gesso on here because, what did I do with that other brush? Did I not put it in the water? Pliers. Here it is. I lost my train of thought. I guess it wasn't important. Oh, I'm putting this gesso on because the paint does not stick to the white. Plastic. It just wipes right off. So I'm gessoing it so that the paint sticks better. And I had too much before. Now I don't have quite enough. Let's put a little bit more on here. Let's put my gesso up there. There's something under that. All right, we'll give that a quick dry. This side stuck down a little better. Heat gun alert. Tell Mom we say hi, Becky, Cheryl says. Tell your mom we say hi. Hi, Kathy's World. Good morning, Kathy. Kathy says, one of the good things of being sick and sleeping so much, I go to bed earlier and get up early now, too. It's 6:30 Central here. I'm getting off around 8. I might get off a little before 8. The Magical Touch, Carol, the Magical Touch is going to come on at 8 Central, 9 Eastern. So I decided to come on at 4 instead of 4:30 this morning. Get me an early start because I knew I wanted to play with this journal. I watched Rosemary last night and fell in love with what she did. I absolutely fell in love with what she did. So I tore the cover off. The back cover got all ripped up. I was able to save a couple images, but the front cover I got off in one piece. And I don't have the same texture plate. I might have it, but I pulled the wrong case out, thinking that I got my die cuts and texture stuff, and I didn't. I had a whole bunch of other stuff. All right, let's start with, I think that was the blue and the bronze and the black. Let's put some more. My bronze is Worn Penny, and my teal is Bimini Blue. And let's just start. Now, Rosemary, I think, let hers drip a little, but oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to sponge mine on. Let's use this one. Some teal colors in there. Hi, Denise. She says, the difference between the two covers is where I'm at with my art adventures. I may not take most of my projects far enough. I stop at what they look like at first. I don't imagine the next process. Well, you know what, Denise? Sometimes stopping earlier, you capture. Sometimes when we art and we recycle and we alter, we we actually wipe away some of the really nice stuff that we do right at first. We cover it up. And so if you stop earlier, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I notice that when I'm drawing. When I'm drawing my picture, sometimes my first lines, I should have stopped there. You know, I tend to, I don't want to say overdo it, but I tend to keep working. And sometimes when you keep working, you know, keep experimenting and keep working, it wipes out the beauty of the first few lines. Now I'm liking what's going on here. I am going to try to pull off some of those tabs. The other thing I think I'm going to do to this quick is clear coat it with a glossy coating before I put the pipes and stuff on, because I want it to be glossy, a glossy cover. I'm kind of happy with this. I'm kind of happy with it. I don't have as much black on this side. The black is so vivid. And it almost overpowers what else is going on here. It's hard to get a good mix. Get black around the edges a little here, around the corners. I'm going to put metal corners on it. Now let's go for some more of that blue. Oops, there's a piece that I took out. I think I'm done with these colors. Am I happy with it? I don't know. Sometimes if I blot it down, I'm happy with it. It's almost dry. So let's take these sponges and set them aside, and take my clear gesso and put it away. I'm going to save this for a moment. Put it up above for a moment. And take that out. This is what I have. Oh, look at some of those dots are, I might take those pieces off. So this is what I have. In the inside, let Let me flip it over. It's a little tacky wet. The inside fly papers are like that. I got some messy on them, but... So let's set this aside for just a moment. Hopefully I can put it up there without spilling everything. And I have some black up here. I'm going to take and sponge the rest of this on here and just make me some that needs to be put in Murphy's oil soap. Let's take and paint out an area over here and make the same technique just on this side. And then I'm going to get a new foam board here. I'm going to get a new foam board because this one's all warped. And I'm going to change this paper, and I'll have some papers that looks like my cover. Oh, except for it won't have the holes on it. Now let's just paint this out. And this that I'm painting is just a brown paper that's on top of the foam board, but the foam board's all warped. I'm going to take it off. All right, let's just get the rest of this off of my brush. All righty. What happened to my heat gun? I hung it up over here. Can I get it out? This will dry fast. Heat gun alert! They're saying good morning to Kathy out there. Thank you, Kathy. Dana said, my son had, I can't pronounce that word. He has 24 screws and 2 rods in his back. Oh my goodness. 24 screws and 2 rods. Wow. R says AR. I'm calling ARH. Those are her initials. I'm calling her R. She says, I'm working on my daughter's new composition junk journal, so I'm looking for new things to incorporate. Kathy says, bless his heart, Dana. This doesn't have to be solidly dry, but mostly dry. And it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm going to sponge on this with this extra paint. We're going to make a paper to use. Just using up my paint. Michelle. Good morning, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. I want to remind you guys that Carol at The Magical Touch comes on after me. I'll probably leave a little before 8 Central. She's coming on at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. I'll probably leave a little before 8. I feel like I've made good progress on this journal cover. I was watching Rosemary last night and I fell in love with what she did. All right, that's good enough. There's still some wet spots in there, but I can sponge those in. I'm going to take this and some of my sponges here and just sponge on some of this and make a similar type. Now, it's really the blue and the coppery that we want. We might mix some. And then I'll have some similar type paper. I won't have all the dots in it. Yeah. Let's throw this away. I got too much black on here. Well, I might want that black. Let's set it up above. Let's put some more. And this is worn penny, which is kind of a copper color. Pennies are copper. This is kind of like a tarnished metal, metallic, a tarnished metallic look. I might have to come in with some more of this copper. Yeah. The more you blot it, the more blendy it gets, and it kind of blends in with each other. I'm not sure I really like that. But I want to get it covered too. Let's put some more coppery on it. I like the copper a lot. So mine's going to be a lot of copper. It's like a copper sheeting that's starting to tarnish. And the black has fallen into the background, but any background underpainting that you do will affect the top coats. If I didn't have that black on there, it would look totally different. All right, I think I'm just going to kind of leave it like that. It's a lot of copper and blue, but I kind of like it like that. It's like it's a piece of copper sheen and it's starting to tarnish. All right, I'm going to throw my sponges away because they'll dry stiff and I'm done with them. Let's put my paint up. And I'm not done with the cover yet. Let's put my paints up in here. I've got to clean this paint cabinet out. Find a place for the yellow and the blue here. Yeah. There. Okay. Let's give this a little heat gunning over here. It's kind of wet. And I'll just cut this off right here. I don't know if we're going to town. I thought we were going to go to town this week, but we haven't gone yet. It's been cold. So I don't know if we're going today or tomorrow. But whenever we go, I'm going to stop in at the dollar store and get me a new foam board. This would make a pretty journal cover in and of itself. Not quite dry yet. I'm just blotting the thick pieces so it'll dry faster. Pretty dry. Okay, so let's go back to my journal. A lot of heat gun stuff today. I'm going to put wax paper over this. And let's get my journal out. Let's put another piece of wax paper. Down here. Because I'm going to put a clear coat on there, a glossy coat on my journal before I do any more to it. So, here's my journal. I'm happy with it. I think this is the front here. This side is the front and this side is the back. Back has a little bit more black on it. That's how I'll remember it. And the spine has a gold wash on it. That spine that I have here was done with this fabric. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. So I am going to spread some of this glossy acrylic medium on this. Glossy acrylic medium. And let me wash out my brush again. I go through wax paper and paper towels like crazy. And the brush had black paint on it, so it'll be kind of yucky. See if I can get most of it off. Most of it. Oh, and I didn't use what was on here. I gotta throw this out. Hold on. I think I can use that. It's pretty clean. All right, hold the phone. I'm just going to, because I want the shine. And once I get working on this, it won't shine anymore. So I'm going to put some gloss medium over this. Yeah, I dipped that in there. Let's get that out. You shouldn't use a dirty brush and a should just get it out with my palette knife. I do stuff I shouldn't do. I don't use the gloss stuff a lot. Okay, that'll dry clear. And it'll dry shiny. And let's do the same over here. Might darken it a little, which is okay. I'm just gonna get some black on it, I think. Okay, let's do the other side. I am so hard on my brushes. So hard on them. And then we're going to try to pull off, we're going to dry it, and then we're going to try to pull off some of these circles. I'm debating whether I want to put the texture paste on and then pull off the circles, or pull off some of the circles and then texture paste it. I don't know. We'll see. I think I'll pull some of the circles off first. All right, let's just get what's on my brush off. Put it in the water. What did Mitzi say? Lala said, oh, Mitzi says, it's February. Do you think Barb will be on this afternoon? I don't know, Mitzi. It would be nice if she was, wouldn't it? It would be nice. Barb, if you're out there listening, we're missing you. Come back when you're ready, but we miss you. All right, heat gun alert. Let's dry this a little. It dries pretty fast. It gets dry, but then you want to leave it out and let it air dry too. This just gets dry enough to work on. It's probably already dry in here. A little wet up in here where I did my wipe off, but I'm going to put some texture paste on with those clots. And then we're going to try to pull off some of these dots. I think I can with a pen. Get my pen in there. The only thing is, it'll probably pull off some of the paint around it too. We'll see. But if it does, it does. Whoops. It's almost dry. This has been fun. I love it. You know, and this is just the base coat. Rosemary really goes to town on her covers. Now, I'm only going to put, my back cover is going to be flat, unless I put an image or something on it. The front cover is going to have those pipes and gears and whatever Rosie clock. I might put clocks on the back. texture paste cloth. But my back cover is going to be pretty flat. A little sticky, a little tacky, but that's really okay to work on. It's workable. Let's see. What did Kimberly say? Kathy Rold says, Lala, I was a foster parent when I was younger, and I have 20 great-grands through the kids I raised, who I did not give birth to, but they grew in my heart and still call me Mom. Aw, Kathy, that's so sweet. Lala says, yeah, we have to crochet a blanket for my great-grandson. He's due April 20th. You better get busy. She took a sip. I did. I took a sip of tea. I didn't dip anything in that tea, did I? I don't think I dipped anything in my tea, my brush or anything. I washed I've got a bucket of water behind my tea. My tea's okay. Or were you just saying, I wonder when Mary's going to drink her tea? All right. Let's see what else is going on here. Today the granddaughter we raised is 22. Her sister 25, and she's pregnant with my first great-grandchild. Well, I have great-grandchildren from adopted children too. Very cool, Lala. Lala says, Carol, I might have to watch your replay. I have an appointment, but I will lurk. What did Popo say? They're laughing at Popo. Good idea, Kathy. I bought a paintbrush bath now, so there's no way I can pick it up and drink it. It's the rectangle. What are they saying? Paintbrush, or for me, I mistake it for my trash bucket. Mary, I keep looking at that coffee cup and laughing. The coffee cup's okay. I don't know what you guys are. What did Popo say something? Hey, Mary, freshen up that coffee, will you? It's tea. It's tea, and I usually I'd have to go out in the kitchen to freshen it up. I'd have to go out in the kitchen. It just gets cold. My dog is dreaming, Dana says, and making noise. Mary, did you get your floors done? Art, yes, we did. We did. They are finished. All right, this is pretty dry. So I have some of Julie's homemade texture paste, and it's 1 part paint, 1 part baby powder, and 2 parts Mod Podge. I think that's how it goes. The recipe, Jacqueline asked for the recipe a couple weeks ago, and I put it in the comments of one of my videos. Let's see if I can find it. It's way down here. I think it was before the take 5. Well, I'll get out of chat. But I think that's the recipe. 1 part, 1 part paint, like white paint, or you can make it a colored paint too. And 1 part baby powder, and 2 parts Mod Podge. And it's a nice texture paste. It's a nice texture paste. And I really like it because it doesn't crack. And I'm going to put some of these clocks on here. And where's my palette knife? Let's put my pliers away. I don't need those. I don't need the scissors right now. Let's get those off the table. Don't need the knife. All right. But I need my palette knife. It's going to get yucky anyway, but all right. And I'm going to texture paste this, I think. And you can make it thicker if you add more baby powder. Mine's pretty thin, but I like it. I like this texture paste. It's better than buying it. Even, well, you have to buy the ingredients, but you know, Mod Podge is probably the most expensive of it. Paint, craft paint, and baby powder. But it's a nice texture paste. Get it worked in there. Now, do I want to do this? I don't think so. I think I just want to do the clock part. Whoops. Well, it'll get a little, but that's all right. And let's just lift that up and see what it's done. Yeah. Now, let's put these on. I even got some in there. Let's put this one this way. Let me wipe the back of this off. And of course, you want to wash your stencil after this. You know, I do think that if you put it in Daddy Vans, it'll clean it. But I'll wash this good after I get done. Let's see. Let's leave that. Put this one. Let's put this one here. This is the back cover. Yeah, and I'm getting it all over everything. I'll come in and clean that up later. It doesn't matter, it's steampunk. Let's put this one down here. So I think the recipe for this texture paste is 1 part paint, 1 part baby powder, and 2 parts Mod Podge. I'm pretty sure that's the recipe. If you're interested, I had to go look it up. Jacqueline was asking about it one day, and I had to go look it up. I had it, but I had it on my phone up above. Oh, let's see. Am I still going? Yeah. Let me fix the quality on my... They always start me out at 144. I don't know why. It never keeps it at 720. Always have to fix my quality. Come on, 720. Did it go? No. Advanced. 720. It doesn't say 720 up there. Yeah. Okay. I kind of like that. Now, I don't think I want to put too much on here. I might put, well, I'm going to have book corner edges, book corners on here. I think I'll leave that for now. And let's do the same type of thing over on the front here. Except for I want to scrape this off a little as I go. Get some of the top layer off of it. And then I'll wash it good. I'll spritz it with some water before I leave, before I quit. All right. Let's put this one up in here. Shall we turn it a little? Don't know that it makes that much of a difference. Because I already got that messy. Let's put it in there. No, it'll just be messy. That one's messy too. I'll cover the mess up. And you can put more. This is pretty thin. I like it kind of thin. It's spreadable. But if you need it thicker, just put more baby powder in it. You can make it the consistency that you like. I think the Mod Podge is what makes it so flexible. It doesn't crack. After I get it on, that's what I really like about it. It's pretty flexible. And especially on tags and stuff, you want it to be a little more flexible. On a book, it doesn't matter so much because you're not going to be bending your book too much on the, you know, where we're putting the texture paste. Yeah. Let's see if I can't get this worked in here. There. Let's see what that looks like. Steampunky. I'm just scraping off the top layer of this so it's not quite so gunky. And we need a clean towel anyway. Let's wipe this off. Throw that away and get me a clean one. Okay, let's do this one. And I make me a good 8 ounces of it. 10, no, this is 16 ounces. Well, it's probably more like 10 because I didn't fill up the entire jar. And I made it several weeks ago, and it's still nice and pliable. Of course, I put an airtight lid on it, but this recipe came from Topaz Pearl Girl. She's a Dee Dee. She's from Dee Dee's crowd. She's a Dee Dee watcher. Yeah. Come on. I want that little bit in there. That went pretty good. I needed to have it a little more out there, but maybe I'll put something there. My tape will go there. I'm gonna put some gaffer tape on the sides here, so that really doesn't matter. Let's wipe off that. I don't like leaving it on gunky. Get that off. This gunky in here. I should have a pail of water in here. I didn't think that I was going to do, I didn't know I was going to do this when I started this morning. It was a brainstorm. It was a brainstorm. Oh, I think I'm doing the other side here. Oh well. I've started and I don't want to turn it over. All right. Yes, I'm happy with it. Let's clean this off. Clean the top layer off anyway. I don't know if it will. Let's set this aside. I'm happy with it. It'll let that air dry just a little while I wash off my stencil a little more. I don't know how much I can get off of here with the water, but we'll see. It needs to soak. It needs to soak in some Murphy's oil soap. I'm just getting the gunk off. get most of it off, of the crud. I'll put it in a good, I got several stencils that need to be cleaned. Got several that need to be cleaned. Let's clean my palette knife. Yeah. You. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get this side that clean. Not bad though. It's got some. I need a brush, a stiff brush, but that's all right. It's okay, it's all right. All right. That's all right. Whoops, don't want to get that all messy. Let's give it one more dry here. Need my palette knife a little. Whoops. Give this a dry. Oh, it's as good as it was, I think. It wasn't perfect to begin with. I'll save that towel. Put that back over there. And we'll just take this off my desk. You see, I use up this wax paper like crazy. I use it like crazy. Let's put some more down because I want to put my book down. It's not expensive here. I have to find the lid to that jar. I think I put it above. You pay about $1.50 or something, maybe a little bit more. $1.98. Not more than $2 for the nicer stuff. You go to the dollar store and you can get wax paper that's not quite as waxy, but I like the waxy stuff. Okay, let's put my water away. Maybe adjust my camera a little. No, I guess you guys can see it. Oops. Oh no, I dropped everything. Trusting my wastebasket to be a table, and it's not. I just had my scrapbook books. It didn't have much in it, so, in my steampunk box. Okay, let's put the lid back on this. Tighten it up. That's what keeps it flexible. Put it away. All right. It's cool to the touch. Let's just hit it a little with the heat gun. And I think I'm going to put, how about some gold and copper on that? Could do silver, silvery gray color, because they're steampunky. Let's see what I have here. I have, well, here's my worn penny. I want to do metallic. I don't think I have any. Well, I got silver, but it's, what did I do with it? Is that it? I got lemon, the amethyst. I'm looking for my silver. Hold the phone. That's blue. I got this, which is brushed black. This is the brushed metal. This has got a matte finish to it, though. Is this a silver? I got rose gold. That might work. Let's try some of the rose gold. Put these back in here. Oh, there's some silver. Hold on. It's up one. All right, let's see what I can do here. Scissors. Just stuff this out here. Maybe I'll send Anne this piece and with some lace. Steampunky piece. Let's see, I'm looking for a sponge. Here we go. All right, and another piece of wax paper. Alrighty. So let's start out with the silver, and maybe I had some of that black metallic. Might mix some black with that. And we need to shake these two up pretty good because I haven't used them in a while. I have never used this one. And this one I haven't used for a long while, and it's juicy. This one's not as juicy. And this is a rose gold. Let's open this. I will only be working in this journal today. I'm making good progress on the cover, though. I want to paint the straws. All right, let's just put a little of the, it's kind of pretty. And let's put a little of this silver, metallic silver, and a little of the rose gold. We're going to paint the gears. That's where I'm going. So let's start out with the silver. Oh, it's going to run over into my gold. It's juicy. And I'm going to use the back of it for my black. I guess my fingers will do it better. I'm not liking how white it is. to work with it. You know what might look good on here are some of those flakes. I don't have any of them out. Let's see. The thing of it is, I need a special glue to put those down with. What did I use? I used tape. I have to wait till my order comes in if I want to use those flakes. It needs the dark in the background to make it pop. Then it needs, I guess I need to wait for it to dry. There's my sponge. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to come over and hit the raised areas with the gold. I don't think I'm letting it dry. This is the back cover. Let's hit it with the heat gun. I'm not sure I'm liking it. If I don't let it dry, it tends to blend in with I can see the texture, I can feel the texture, but I don't know what you guys are seeing. All right, now let's go over this with some gold. Or I guess it's a rose gold. Rose gold. I'm not sure I'm liking it. We'll see. We'll see, said the blind man, but he didn't see it all. While I'm doing that, I'm going to put black on these and let it air dry. This is that black metallic too. I wonder if I just use a flat black, if that'll make a difference. Let's get out my flat black, wherever I put that. Ow. And put it away. Did it go in here? Here it is. Let's try this. Let's try the black on the background on this. I think I'll have a better coverage. And then I'll come and burnish that with the gold. I think I'll redo this too. It's a darker color, covers better. More opaque. Looks like black circles now. But just wait till I burnish them. And I'll have to cover those white spots. Okay, we're just going to let that dry. I think this is a darker color. I know it is. Much darker, Mama. This has got so much paint on here, I don't know if it's gonna show up like I want it to. But it's the back. And I'm learning. All right, looks like 3 big black circles, doesn't it? All right, well, we'll work with it. Let's dry that. This may be all I get done this morning. I wanted to paint the pipes, but I'm going to go off a little before 8, and it's 7:34. Carol McDonald, The Magical Touch, is coming on at 8. This needs some more black in here. Get it in the crevices because that's where I want it to make the raised areas pop out. Better not touch your fabric piece until you wash your hands good, Meri. All right. Now, let's see what I can do here. Much better. Much better. And this is a matte gold. It's not a shiny gold, it's a matte brushed metal. Let's just do it right in there. Well, where's my blotter? We will work with it until I get it how I want it. I'm not sure I'm happy with it yet, but we'll work with it. I might stencil right on top of this. We'll see. Not with texture paste. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. We'll just keep working with it. Not enough of the numbers are showing up for me. All right. Let's try this side over here. How would a teal, some of that teal paint on top of this look? Maybe rub a bit more black into it and put a teal on it with the stencil. We might try that. I'm not happy with this. It's not doing what I expected. I'm not happy, Mama. Let's give it another dry. Of course, I'm looking in my tablet too, but I'm not happy with this. We're going to try it on this side first. I'm going to try it. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Let's get that Bimini blue out. Is that it? And that's an ocean blue. Blue bonnet. What did I do with my Bimini blue? I put them all in one. Sea breeze. That's a sea breeze. That's kind of a teal color. Sapphire. Come on. Ocean blue. I'm looking for what I did with my paint. Here it is. Yes. many blue. I may not like this either. We'll see. Where's my palette knife? I guess I could put this on with my sponge, not the palette knife. Might work better. And of course it's bumping up on me. Well, I like it except for I smudged it in there. But I can take care of that too. I like it better. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. See what happens with that one if I darken it a little. Yeah, just put my fingers right in it. Yeah. Let's try it over here. I like that better. It brings it out more. It's not popping out as much here. It's textured. The texture is there. I just don't have the, it's not popping out for me. Let's see. And let's put some more black on my paper. And some more blue. Bimini blue. I'll start out with the blue. My sponge is dirty, I think. Oh, that didn't show up very well at all. Well, we'll let it dry. Come back to it. Let's use a different sponge. Hold the phone. I didn't think my sponge was good. Let's use a different sponge for that. Blue. You can get your hands on Bimini Blue. It's a pretty color. It's apple barrel, and I get it at Walmart. I'm not a teal person, but I like this. It's kind of, Bimini Blue is kind of a teal color. Yeah. My stencil is, it's okay, Mama. Let's see if I can fix this one up here. Let's wipe off my stencil a little. How'd I have it? Maybe I'll dry that. Looks like a metallic mist, doesn't it? I think that went right. Like this, only it didn't. We'll try it there. That isn't how I had it. I had it the other way, but this is what's going on. That's all right. I had it upside down. Let's come down here and put in some black. I might, after all this is done, take a marker and draw some of the numbers out too. We'll see. We will see. I'm still playing. I want to get this done. I've got 9 minutes, or I'd come out and chat. Oh, I like that. Let's see if I can't put a little bit more of this roundy in here. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's getting there for me. It's getting there. A little more vivid. A little more what I wanted. Let's try this one. Let's put it the right way this time. And let's put it up a little, even though it's out of sync, it'll be all right. That kind of blurred there. See if I can't get some more of a, ouch. Now we'll leave it. Let's go back over. Let's try that again. I'm liking that a lot better. Let's go back over here and make these a little darker. This paint, this dollar store paint, is thick stuff. When you stencil with it, you want to be sure to tap off. You want to be sure to tap off. Yeah. If it's pretty thick stuff, it can blur pretty fast. I don't know how I had that. I'm just going to do the center. Yeah, it's good enough. All right, this stencil needs to be washed. And I'm in a hurry, so I'm just going to throw this paint away. And, oh, so messy. My gold pen that goes in my gold book. So I'm happier with that. Let's put all this away. They're saying, if Meri can find a spot for it all, she'll put it away. She always moans and groans about not finding a spot. All my spots are filled here. One more. And this one down in there. Okay. Now, I want to try, and let's try it on the back first. I've got a few minutes. Don't worry about the white spots there. I'll take care of those. I want to try to pick off a few of these round pieces, and I don't know if I can because I pretty much, but I might be able to. No, I don't know. Here comes one. If I mess it up, I can always cover it up. No, I don't think I'm going to get them. I don't think I'm going to get them off. They're pretty well down there. It would be nice. I could stencil over them, but I think I'm just going to leave them. I like the texture. I got one more thing I want to do. Yeah, I don't know. This is gold. Might stick out a little too much, but let's work in some of my white. It's not going to cover it. Grr! That metallic paint's pretty thin stuff. Let's put that back. Where's that copper I was using? Worn penny. I put it all back. Should have kept it out. Spend more time looking for stuff, don't I? Huh. Sure enough, put it back in the safe spot. Honestly. There's the silver and the black and the red and the blue. I want my worn penny. Here it is. Carol's coming on in 2 minutes. You guys pop over to see Carol. I want to finish covering up these little white spots here. I might have to use the blue to do it. No, we're just gonna pat some paint on it. I'm gonna sign off in 2 shakes of a monkey's tail here pretty soon. I just want to cover up some of the white spots. I'm not done by any means. I got to paint my pipes and everything, but I'm not unhappy with it. It's glossy, so it's shiny. And of course, I got all that paint out. I'm just going to let it dry. So this is what I've done for my cover. I ripped it off. I ripped the back off, and I saved the front here to use. I saved that. So I'm not done with it. I've kind of faked a steampunk look here with the gears. I kind of struggled with that. Find out where my stuff is here. Always looking for stuff. Brr! He opened that front door again. Every time he opens that front door, I get cold. I'm gonna see if I can't enhance these a little. I need the wide one. I need to come in with my wide marker. I don't know where I put it. It's not out here. Grr. Well, I'll do that later. I need to sign off. Have a great day. I'll see you at 7:30 tonight. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Bye. Have a great Friday. I'll see you later. Hopefully Barb Owen will be on this afternoon. Carol at the Magical Touch is probably going right about now. Bye.